On this week's show, we're going to cover school news, activities going on around campus, sports news, food trucks, and a skit by our very own BHB crew.
We will also cover the history of Gilbert, our school seniors' regrets, and the kickoff to spring break. An all-new episode of the BHB starts right after this.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to pour, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before. I'll be there for you. So there for me too.
Good morning, Blackhawks. I'm Melissa O'Donnell.
And I'm Bailey Evangelista, and you're watching this week's episode of the Blackhawk Buzz.
Williams Field's first ever lip sync battle is March 24th in the auditorium. Today is the last day for sign-ups in the cafeteria. Spots are limited, so hurry up and sign up.
When it comes to Gilbert, most people don't know much. Joy and Antoine have a special history story about where we live.
Gilbert, Arizona, a town of service, community, and good living. Incorporated on July 6, 1920, Gilbert offers a rich and compelling story in past, present, and future perspectives. Here, we take a look at this story, beginning with Gilbert's humble beginnings. For that, we went to Gilbert's Historical Museum and interviewed former mayor and current historian Dale Haylock.
In 1891, the first people started coming to Gilbert to homestead. They could come here and actually get free land. It was just desert at that time, of course. And so they started coming, and they immediately found that if they put water on this land, they could grow alfalfa. So alfalfa was the main ingredient to start Gilbert to grow, because they had alfalfa, then that caused cows and dairies, and so it just continued to expand. In 1905, they built a depot, and they called that, of course, the Gilbert Depot, because the land that they put both of those on belonged to a fellow named Bobby Gilbert. Because of that, then businesses started coming, because they had an easy access to the railroad to ship their products and buy their products, have them brought into town. The first stores were welding shops, and then grocery stores, and then much later service stations.
Thus was Gilbert's emergence as a prominent city in the state of Arizona. Modern day, Gilbert stands tall and proud. Businesses, education, and town councils are hard at work in securing a positive environment for citizens. We interviewed two Williams Field students to gain their insight in Gilbert's current progress.
Gilbert is scientifically the second least crime in the entire United States, and that's pretty special, not to mention the fact that Gilbert is a very people-based community, and they'll accept anyone.
I think that Gilbert provides fun and entertainment at the same time, plus a little bit of education, you know. You learn about the culture and you learn about the people.
The biggest thing I'm going to miss about the town is the people, the community, the liveliness. You know, you always see people walking around and doing things, and it's been a great place to grow up to these past 13 years.
Gilbert's just the place to be.
Gilbert's future remains strong as ever. The effort to construct a safe, prosperous, and community-based town persists, as new homes are being built to satisfy climbing population rates, as local businesses and franchises implement themselves into the city, and as structures like parks, schools, and churches find footholds into the community. This leads us to the final chapter of Gilbert's story, things yet to come. What lies next is but empty pages, and it's up to the Gilbert community to leave their special mark and make history. This has been Jory Alcura and Tuan Doe reporting for the Blackhawk Buzz. Now back to the studio.
Don't forget to pay for your AP test in the bookstore. Tests must be ordered no later than March 28th.
Man, I'm hungry. If only there was a food truck on campus, because let's face it, food is my one true love. Holly and I went out to film something we all love, food trucks.
Last weekend, we got the chance to catch up with Kristen Aldridge, the founder and co-owner of the food truck One True Love.
What One True Love is all about is helping people feel human again and connecting back to what really matters in this world. We have two primary functions with the food truck. The first function is our big blowout events. We hit the streets with service for around 900, and we kind of create like a block party. No matter what we bring to the streets, our biggest intention is to make these individuals that might not have had a shower or a hug or a handshake or even eye contact in days, weeks, or months. We want them to feel important and valuable.
Kristen told us about how she interacts with her customers and how she gives them a life-changing moment.
Treating our customers is number one. I mean, that's our primary customer base, aside from events like this, are people living on the streets. And these folks get shunned, they get cussed at, they get, things get thrown at them. And so like I mentioned, when we're out there on the street with them, I treat them like I would treat my mother or my best friends they had. For instance, this one lady that I've been serving for almost 8 years, she finally got housing the other day, and she couldn't wait to come talk to me about it, because I and my volunteers might be the only people in the world that have asked them or cared about what's going on in their lives, And like I said, when the folks come up to us that we followed their stories for 5, 6, 7 years, and they can't wait to see us, to tell us their victories, that makes my day, it makes my month, it makes my year, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
If you see Kristen's food truck at an event, be sure to stop by and support her food truck for those in need. This is Holly Romney and Bailey Evangelista reporting to you from the Blackhawk Buzz. Now back to the studio.
Make sure you're working on scholarships. If you have any questions, see Mrs. B in the Career Center.
Penny Wars is on, at least until April 15th. Bring pennies to your third-hour teacher. Remember, anything else counts as negative points. The winning third-hour class will get a pizza party. But even better, all proceeds go to Child Crisis Center.
Let's go down to the Blackhawk shop with Max and Christian to see what's going on.
Thanks, Blackhawk Shop.
Freshmen, on April 30th, we will be hosting our first Leadership Academy here on campus. Come learn what it takes to be a leader and meet new friends. See Miss Grady if you're interested in attending ASAP. It's totally free and lunch will be provided.
The older you are, the wiser you get. Marlon and Damien asked our seniors what their regrets are.
High school seniors come and go as the years pass by. Today, Damien and I go to find out what some seniors do after they graduate.
So after I graduate, I plan on working for a bit, saving up some money for college. Then when I go to college, I want to go straight into geology, study crystallized patterns in rocks. I think that's very interesting, something I can find, and then hopefully find an internship that I would be able to apply that knowledge. Go into that in the work field too.
Right after graduation, I think I'm going to take a year off so I could work full-time at my place of employment right now.
Go to college, like most people.
I mean, if I could go back, like I said, I probably would spend less time focusing on everybody else and more time on myself and like actually doing good in school. Not that I did bad, but I probably could have done better. Like everyone says, oh, it's gonna go by so quick when you come in as a freshman, and then you don't realize that you wake up the next day and you're a senior and you graduate in 3 months, and that's it. You don't get another chance. So there's that.
Even if they're planning to move on, there are still some things they like to look back on.
My goal in high school was to just meet more people and to become a better, well-rounded individual, and I think I accomplished that.
I would say make friends with your teachers and become close with them instead of trying to focus on everybody else.
So my senior year, I started taking academic decathlon. I think that was probably my favorite class. Curriculum in it is very strict and it's very interesting to me, of course. What we're studying this year is India. I really enjoyed learning more about that and competing in a way that involves more than just smarts, but also how you compose yourself in front of a judge or an interview.
Take it from your seniors. Plan out what you're going to do before your senior year ends. This is Damien and Marlon. Now back to the studio.
Are you interested in going to a four-year university for business? Stop by room 150 and talk to Miss Porter about a great opportunity to visit the ASU WP Carey School of Business. Spots are limited, so hurry up and go see Miss Porter.
I wonder what's going on with sports this week.
Let's get this week's scoop with Tage and Brady.
What's up, Blackhawks? My name's Tage Helmstadter.
And I'm Brady Bowman, and we're here to bring you the news in sports this week. Boys varsity volleyball defeated McClintock in their first game of the season this Tuesday. They went on the road and won in a clean 3-set sweep. Their next match is at home against Basha next Tuesday.
Varsity baseball is off to a 3-1 start, having outscored their opponents 38-10 in that 4-game stretch. They play at Seton Catholic tomorrow. First pitch is at 12. So Brady, I've heard some rumors of your resignation. Is that true?
Well, I'm not sure, Tage. Let's take a look.
There you are.
Hey, Tage.
Where's your anchor clothes?
Well, actually, I'm resigning from the anchor position.
What? Why?
Well, because I've kind of been winging it for the past couple months, and as of right now, I'm about to graduate. I got some other priorities, and I just think it's time to move on.
This is a shock. I mean, can we talk about this? Brady's gone. How about you be the sports anchor, Christian?
Sounds great. Hey guys, looks like I'm coming back because I don't graduate for another 2 months.
Guys, it's spring break.
Scram! Sorry.
Congrats to boys and girls track as they beat both Notre Dame and Florence in last week's meet. Girls won by 49 points over Notre Dame as boys won by 32 over Florence.
Varsity softball suffered a tough loss to Chaparral last Friday, losing 15-4. They'll look to rebound as they play against Desert Ridge here at home today. First pitch is at 3:45. Make sure to come out and support your fellow female Blackhawks.
That about wraps it up.
Have a great spring break, Blackhawks. Till next time.
That is it for this week's show. I'm Melissa O'Donnell.
And I'm Bailey Evangelista.
Have a great spring break.
See you in a couple weeks, Blackhawks.